How you doing? It's me. It's okay. It is. I don't want to beat this. I'm sorry right now. And I'm doing a video about Trina. Afro-Latina. And I said, she Latina? Yeah, her dad is Dominican. Bobby likes the gay rapper. He's Cuban Dominican. And so his daddy is Dominican. That's Trina's uncle on her dad's side. Okay, so her mother's from the Bahamas. So yeah, she's Bahamian Dominican. Of course, she says she's just black, but she's part Hispanic. So we were about to want everybody to know that she's mixed up. Well, everybody mixed up, but on my channel, we let everyone know. I don't, well, no, massive one drop rule. I'm totally against the one drop rule. That's why I agree with Antonio Batista's video about Nick Fuentes. Okay, I don't live for nobody. So you get your feelings hurt, throw up, jump the cliff, whatever. Have your life. You don't have to worry about what I do. Thank you. I'm a wrong person. So anyway, I'm gonna defend my Afro-Latina, my part Black Latina, Hispanic sister, um, Trina, the bad chick. Well, she's a bad bitch. I mean, Papa can't cuss out here. But anyway, that's one of her songs, the bad bitch. But she became one, in a good sense. What happened was she was telling TMZ, because we seen the video, her cousin's white racist woman who called her a nigga bitch. So what happened was according to Trina, and I do believe Trina's story, she said she was at Walmart and she saw this woman crying. And she asked, what's wrong? What's going on? Well, this white woman looked around with a demonic look. Yes, this is the old racist South during Trump season. It's like in Jim Crow days and slavery days. And called her a nigga bitch. So Trina from Miami, the best B-I-T-C-H, mix of black and Latin, okay? Came out there, baby. The sister from the hood and the Latina from the barrio hood came out. And she cussed her out. Now, I don't like Trina saying, I am that nigga bitch. I would never conform to that word, okay? One thing, I don't call myself the N-word. I wish as a people, saying, because I don't use that word. But recently, someone did dirt. They don't look black. So I prefer them as the N, okay? It's passing, okay? White, you know what I'm saying? So remind them that when they would, some things, some ethnic things they would do, I can't say who they are, that, you know, they was gullible. They didn't understand that people of color who look, people of color can not get away with society. And that's why many of us don't break rules, but the person who can pass, who looks white but black, then let's say tell the whole dark secret, okay, they can get away with it. So I mean, tell my business over here, but yes. So that's the only time I have used that word, just to remind that person, yeah, you're a brother, but you don't look like one, and keep your stupid exes out to each something away from me, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to get in no situation. I won't go detail of the nature, because it's a lot of ratchetness, a lot of stuff that'll get you in legal mess, okay? And me personally, I'm a clean cut person, but the other person realized that, so that's the only time I just say the person who can have the benefits but still have black DNA and not tell people about it, but I'm more melanated than he is, and that's the only time I use that word to remind that person, look, we don't live in your La La Land, we live in Trump America, like Jim Crow, and I ain't trying to get blamed for your effed up mess, okay? So the only time I admit that, these are my confessions, like the song, what's his name? Usher, and I'm in the confession booth in church, okay? Like I said, St. James said to confess to God, pray for one another. That's why they have confession in Catholic Church. Okay, thank you. Anyways, it's just James chapter 5 or 15, 16. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of folks don't know that. Anyways, get this. So the point is, but overall, I hate the N word. Okay, I know that, and I don't go around calling myself a nigga, ER, whatever. I have respect for myself. So I think that Trina, she should have never, um, used that, just defending what the white racist woman was saying, because I would never call myself an N. When a racist person called me that, or even a person African American who being stupid called me that, I was no, I'm not no nigga. I don't know myself, and ain't gonna know myself. Okay, I have high self-esteem myself. the person that remember called himself a nigga, ERA, whatever they African, they have, I'm sorry, you may be stupid. You must be asking to be lynched, okay? You have no respect for yourself, okay? What folks who are mixed and pure black people went through, okay, in this country, okay? Dog, light, whatever, in our family tree, they had, with even the ones who can pass as white, they was discovered to find black DNA. They got lynched if they was passing, okay? This how that word is very dirty, okay? So I would never affirm to that word when she confirmed. I would just say, I ain't no nigga buying that beef or something like that. You know, I would say something like that, and I'll whoop it behind whatever. I would say that if I was in public. I wouldn't get cussed like this. Sorry, I do apologize for cussing. You know, doing the. But yeah, but that's how I would say that. I would never have went in that lane. But I agree with Trina. Now, people are saying on the comments that this is karma because Veronica Vega from Loving Hip Hop, who's Hispanic, she's more light-skinned Hispanic. Everybody thinks she's white, but if you look at her, that's bleach blonde hair. It's not natural hair, okay? She's Cuban, Venezuelan. She was using the N-word a lot in her music, and that's why people was Trina on the Love and Hip Hop reunion, like the first time it came out. She was defending Veronica because actually the song "Paid Me," the song, yeah, they did a remix together. So people since it's karma, see, she didn't defend Veronica Vega using that word. I agree with that because even though Veronica Vega's great grandmother was an Afro-Latina, somewhere in Venezuela, Cuba, whatever, when I see Latinos using that word, it reminds me of the George Zimmerman case, the South Central gangs of black and brown racism, what I went through, and you don't have Spanish roots from Louisiana, makes me part Hispanic, but I'm not Latin American Hispanic, from south of the border, but when I dealt with black and brown racism and had to curse people out in Spanish because I took Spanish in high school, that's reminded me of the Trayvon Martin, the Sandra Bland, okay, the recent with the Bolton John, Amber Geiger, Amber Geiger's lover was Hispanic, talking about the Officer Rivera. This reminds me of those things. So when I see Veronica Vega, even though she has black DNA, and I acknowledge that, because I think everybody should acknowledge everything in your roots. I acknowledge my black, my French, Spanish, Irish, okay, what people look at me as. I acknowledge my roots. So, but don't go around insulting, knowing that we have a history of some Hispanics, not all, participating in white supremacy. Like what happened in Charlottesville, you had a Puerto Rican dude who was with the white folks beating DeAndre Harris, okay? You know what I'm saying? And it's Robert George Zimmerman and the LA gangs, you had the cops in Miami, near Miami, where Trina's from. He wasn't Cuban, he was born in California. He could be Cuban, but a lot of Californians, Latinos are Mexicans, right? Not all, but I was at the officer's name in a small town. That's how Wikipedia, not Wikipedia, his weekend. He was a cop in Los Angeles or California somewhere, and he moved to Florida, and he was getting folks in that little small town near Miami to lock a lot of African American men up, and he got convicted, making false charges. And he's like, and he can tell he got some Afro. Somebody in that family tree besides Spain, they had some African DNA that Negro knows. But since he don't tell people, and he wants to kiss her to a Trump racist society that also want to overthrow the wall, if you know what I mean, it's a kisser plan. It's a cherry picking, straw picking plan, you know what I'm saying, just like a cotton picking. I always say when the African American Spanish person act a fool like this, they're cotton straw picking people, if you know the history, because the Bracero and slaves, okay? So that's why I don't like Veronica Vega using that word, you know what I'm saying? She needs to do history. I understand she proud of her black roots and consider herself black, but people don't look at her as black. You know what I'm saying? And when she's as a Latina using that word, they're thinking of gang members in California. She's not Mexican, but she's still Hispanic, okay? Shooting up brother, firebombing people, in Los Angeles, and some Peruvian with some African DNA, talking about Zimmerman, and the white daddy, and mom was Peruvian. Killing Trayvon, this comes in our head, okay? Cops who Latino, who racists want to kiss up to white supremacy, who also get called the W word behind, called the N word, want to emulate what's been done to them to us. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand? That's what comes in our head. Or discrimination. Recently, a Latina, she was a civil rights lawyer of Illinois somewhere, or Chicago, I believe, and she was caught drunk using anti-black words. And do you understand that's what comes in our head, okay, when they're using the N word? Even though Fat Joe had come out who's Cuban, Puerto Rican, Latin, and I have agreed, Latinos are part, not pure, they're part black and Spain native, okay? But the denial of black roots and kissing her and putting white on the application and passing and trying to belittle an African American to get up to white supremacy, that's what we see, okay? Just like recently here in Houston, Cypress is a woman who's Hispanic. She's trying to like Melania Trump. Stupid, but her husband wants her over the wall. Do you understand how stupid? So that's why that people, you know, in Trina, she can use one drop all she want to, but we gonna remind her dad Hispanic too. She might look more melanated and she a little bit lighter than I am and maybe her hair kinky and she might have some weave in her hair, but her dad from the Dominican Republic. Okay, let's be real, okay? And Bobby likes the gay rapper who's an light-skinned Afro-Latino, he Cuban and Dominican. That's proof right there, okay? So that's why everybody says it's a wake-up call, because you should be using N-word. You in Hong Kong and you got Asian people using N-word, but don't forget when we have shops and beauty stores, they beat the ones who are racist, not all Asian, the ones are beating up sisters in the salons and nail salons. Do you understand that word has power? Okay? And that's one thing before I close. The second reunion of Love and Hip Hop, when Trick Daddy and her got into it, I was happy. Trick Daddy, and I'm not being colorist because it's light-skinned men who do the same thing, but by him portraying the step and fletched of hip hop and, you know, defending thug culture, and they use in racist news media, they see me mute entertainment. I'm in the public. I don't like to talk like this in public, but I have to do this video. It's cold outside. I hate that. I go outside and say all I want to say. But anyway, they use stereotypical images, so they get a real dark-skinned brother to do it for that. If you know history, okay, and by him doing that, using thug culture and N-word, and it's stereotypical. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that her and Trick broke up the project, because it's time for Trina to move on. You have been a rapper since 1999, and it's time to leave the thug hoodrat culture alone and move on to something better. You know, so you're 40-something years old, you know. So that's what I got to my girl Trina. No shade at Trina. I love Trina. You know, I always love the bad chick. You know what I'm saying? That's my baby. But I'm glad she told the white race woman, but she needs to stop defending the N-word, her music, and stop getting folks who don't look black, who got black in them. I'm glad that you acknowledge that, but we have a history of Latinos. Like recently, it was 2 Hispanic women, young girls in LA dressed as Ku Klux Klan, not knowing that the KKK used to kill Mexicans at the border. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So that's how stupid that this stuff goes on. You know. And they had and then you had a dude in Las Vegas singing an anti-black song that some brother made on SoundCloud or something, some crazy coon brother, talking about he want to slap Rosa Parks and call her, you know what I'm saying, F. Martha King. Y'all seen that video? Okay, do you understand? So that's why I don't defend. If you can't say the SPIC word or WICK word, you know what I mean, don't say the N word, okay? That's the different Latinos. Don't be arguing with my friend, well, my great grandma was black and this and that. Okay, do y'all put that on paper? Do you actually, I mean, I'm not saying put purely black. I check more than one box too, okay? I don't just put black, I put white, native, and also got brown experience. I don't deny my roots. Master one drop rule did not never help me, okay? I don't see how people defend Master one drop rule when it was used for slave raping. They would rape the slave, make a baby. The baby come out of all shades and colors because it was not on the ship, and they be considered a slave for having black DNA. Do y'all get my point? I'm not the coon here. The folks who defend that one drop rule no longer law are the coons. Okay, thank you. Call it like it is. I know my rights, baby. Okay. I'm my own person, not a collective person. I don't kiss nobody behind by my own. Thank you. You know, but the truth of the matter is, this by her going, but you know, y'all don't put black and white and native and Hispanic origin. Some of you put white on your census as purely as your race when you know you have native and African DNA in you. And it's a lie. And many don't look white. You know, you have some white Hispanics who like white people who like came out of Spain, but that's just like you have those who like blacks. You have folks darker than me who are Hispanic. Okay, save me so before you bleach your skin. Okay, point is, but you don't go around advocating what you say you are. Like I actually do put more of my race on my box. What my family tree is, because that's why I'm here. You know, I might look more African, but the African ancestor were more darker than me. Like West night complexion. Let's be real up here, okay? So I'm gonna be real on that. I'm not canceling nobody behind but my own. I don't live for other people. People need to get a life and move on. I'm not a collector. Collectivism is a cult, slavery mess. For freedom, and if you're an individualistic person, you should be your own person that's being free, okay? People don't realize that. You live for yourself. You only one life on this earth. But my point is, go around saying you got black DNA, I can use the N word. I'm over it, okay? Because we have a history of Latinos, racist ones who join police departments, or also even in what's the HR department, denying accuracy in people's jobs, talking about their own welfare, and you know, even on Facebook when a brother or sister gets in trouble, and I'm not defending a crazy brother or sister who doesn't get in trouble. I'm defending the stopping the racism and stereotyping. That's what I'm defending, okay? And when you have white supremacists who talk bad about them, they would join in and say, do you understand that on Facebook? So that's what we're looking at when Veronica Vega is running her mouth using the word N-word, okay? So that's why people are saying that white lady calling Trina a nigga B-I-T-H or something like this was a wake-up call. And I do agree with that, although I don't condone her call. I'm glad Trina stuff for herself, but I hope Trina realized as an artist in the entertainment industry, it's time to change your lane, baby. That's all I gotta say, sister. That's all I gotta say.